Hey everybody, this is Sonia with Melanin Goddess Life, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another astrological video. And today's video, we are going to be talking about the astrological aspects that are coming up for March 2021 and where you should be putting your energies and manifesting. And these predictions are going to be based on your rising sign. So let's get started. First, we're going to talk about just some general aspects that's going to be going on in the month of March. First thing out of the gate, we have on the 3rd, Mars is going to make its way into the sign of Gemini. On the 13th, we have the new moon in Pisces, which will culminate at 5:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 20th, the sun will enter into Aries. The 21st, Venus will follow and enter into Aries also. And on the 28th, we have a full moon in Libra, which will culminate at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be posting a new video with regards to the full moon in Libra and where it will be aspecting your rising sign, and at the full moon where you should be releasing things. But first, March 2021. The energy, we're going to start with Aries. Aries, this energy is going to be in your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of our hidden things. It's the house of our traumas. It's also the house of confinement, such as mental institutions, prisons, hospitals, secrets, hidden things, traumas, addictions, things of that nature. So Aries, if Aries rising, if I were you, this would be a great energy for you to start manifesting healing, potentially getting into some type of therapy. Also with this energy, you may be hearing from someone from your past, hearing some information that has been kept secret from you, or maybe potentially something that you have been keeping secret from everyone else may be revealed. But this definitely is a good time for you to address any type of traumas and addictions in your life and potentially getting help for them. Taurus rising, this energy is going to be in your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of our social groupings. It's the house of our friends. It's the house of our long-term dreams, goals, and wishes, and global awareness. Taurus rising, this will be an excellent time for you to start manifesting or putting together your vision boards, thinking about what your long-term goals are, thinking about whether or not you need to adjust any plans that you've made for yourself with regards to any of hopes, dreams, and wishes. This will also be a good time to start researching any type of clubs, networking organizations, or affiliations that you would like to be a part of, because this would be excellent energy for you to do that. And also opening yourself up to meeting new people. Probably a lot of socializing will come with this energy. So just getting out there as much as possible, but keeping in mind we are under a new type of restriction, so being COVID safe. Gemini rising, this energy is going to be in your 10th house. The 10th house is the house generally of career, but it's also our public standing, the titles that we wear, authority figures are in this house, achievements and honors. So definitely for you, Gemini rising, if you are in the market to start the process of a new career, if you're in the market of maybe tweaking or changing something in regards to your career path, this will be excellent energy for you to come up with that plan, put yourself in the direction that you need to go in, potentially manifesting, meeting people that could further your career aspirations along. Now, this is also the energy in the house of our titles that we wear and the public image. And when I think of titles, this could be anything. This could also be a little bit of relationship energy also, because this is going to be where you go from being one thing and then potentially your title changing and you becoming another. I equate it to sometimes a relationship energy when you are possibly a single person and now you get married and now you are Mrs. or you're now go from a single bachelor to a husband. So the titles that you wear could potentially change under this energy. This is also a great energy for interaction with authority figures. So that's going to mean like your managers, supervisors, CEOs, seeing you in a good light. So this definitely will help push along any type of career aspirations that you have for yourself, Gemini rising. Cancer rising. This energy is going to be in your ninth house. The ninth house is the house of foreigners, international travel, international affairs, higher education, religion, spirituality. Our philosophy of life is in this house. So definitely straight out the gate, Cancer rising, travel on an international level is excellent for you. First and foremost, do your research on any type of new travel restrictions that you may be under. But this would be an excellent time if you can figure out a way to take an international trip. If you can only just plan for it, you can start planning for that. This will also be a good time if you are thinking about going back to school, doing research on a higher education, a degree program that you want to get into. If you're already a student, this may be hearing information with regards to maybe potential funding for your educational purposes, something of that nature, or you may want to start the research process for funding your continued education. This also be a good energy if you wanted to start to do some research on religious practices. Sometimes at this time when we have attention on this house, our faith becomes a big thing or the forefront of our thinking. So those are the kinds of things that you could encounter during the month of March, Cancer rising. Leo rising. Now this energy is going to be in your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of business. Now this is the house of shared resources, other people's money, other people's finances, business, insurance, taxes, death, inheritances, intimacy, and sex are in this house. So definitely straight out of the gate, Leo rising, stay on top of your taxes. You need to seek out a good tax person to help you with your taxes. That's one thing that I'm going to push for this month. This can also be paying attention to the resources and finances that you share with another person. This may be great energy for you to go into partnership with someone with regards to business. This will also be a good energy for the intimate connection that you have with someone and shedding a light on that type of connection, shedding a light on where you're not getting fed emotionally or you don't feel that connection with another person. That will be a spotlight. And of course, sex ties into this also. The next is going to be Virgo rising. This energy is going to be in your 7th house. Now, the 7th house is the house of partnerships, and that could be business, marriage, your best friend. This could also be, it's also the house of legal matters and open enemies. So Virgo rising, with that being said, this is definitely going to put a spotlight on those types of relationships. If you are not currently in a romantic relationship, this could put a spotlight on you potentially meeting someone, or at best, rethinking how you approach relationships. It's definitely tied around that. And that could be romantic, that could be business, that can also be close family in that regard. This is also if you have a legal situation going on with you, this would definitely be a time that you could possibly find a resolution for that. And this is also the house of open enemies, and these are the people that we know don't like you. Maybe we can find a resolution with those relationships. Libra rising. This energy is going to be in your 6th house. The 6th house is the house of health and fitness. It's also the house of our day-to-day routine and our work routine. Small animals, food, and service to others. So this is going to put a spotlight on your day-to-day work routine. So that could mean it could get very busy, or there could be some changes in your work routine. Maybe you move to a different department. Maybe something about your job changes. And it could be that you decide to get another job, or you get a new job offer. This also will be a good time to relook at your health and fitness regimen. Maybe you want to implement a new eating program, because this is the house of food. and also implementing a new wellness program, exercise program, getting a gym membership or something to that. But definitely with regards to working out your body, both physically and mentally. And I always say, when you have energy on the 6th house, pay attention to your pets. If you don't have any pets, you may have an inkling to get a new pet, but please do your research and make sure you get a pet that really coincides with your lifestyle. Scorpio rising. This energy is going to be in your 5th house. This is the house of fun and joy, creativity, our hobbies, romance. Our children are in this house. Procreation are in this house. And risk-taking. So that's the gambling and the stock market. So Scorpio rising. This energy is going to be great for interaction with your children. So you may have increased interaction with them, whether it's their schooling or activities, just depending on what age they are. This also would be an excellent time if you are trying to make a baby. We can try to use that energy to support that. If you are in the process of doing anything, maybe alternative methods of being a parent, adoption, what's that? You know what I'm talking about. I can't find the word for it. But this would definitely be an energy where you may hear something about any type of alternative methods to becoming a parent, whether it's adoption, whether it's a medical procedure that you've been waiting to hear back on. You will definitely may hear some information about that. If you are dabbling in the stock market, I would say pay attention to that. And if you want to get into that, this is a great time because we are out of Mercury retrograde. And so everything should be moving forward at this time. But your creativity will definitely be heightened during the month of March. Sagittarius rising. This energy is going to be in your 4th house. The 4th house is the house of home. It's the house of our family. This is also the house of real estate and our inner securities and feminine energy, primarily our mother. So I would say to you, Sagittarius rising, if you are having any housing issues, attention with regards to your housing situation, those things may come up with regards to real estate. Maybe you are moving, thinking about moving, have moved, but something or a dynamic in your household is changing. I would also say to you, pay attention to your mother, or at least the feminine energy in your immediate family. Someone may be in need of your attention. This could be, doesn't necessarily have to mean it's something serious, or just by way of checking in on your mother, your grandmother, your sisters, the women that surround you in your family. Also, Capricorn rising. This is going to be in your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of communication. It's the house of our siblings. It's the house of our neighbors. It is also the house of contracts and transportation. So that says to me, Capricorn rising, some of you may be thinking about getting a new car, different mode of transportation for yourself. This may be increased interaction with your siblings, neighbors, cousins, people of that nature. Definitely, if you have some contracts that you're going over, I would definitely tell you to go over those with a fine-tooth comb. Even though we're out of the Mercury retrograde, we still have the residual of that for a couple of weeks. So it kind of makes, you still have the same effects that, maybe a little bit of confusion around the contract. So if you can get a second set of eyes on any documentation that you need to read, it would be to your advantage. Aquarius rising. This energy is going to be in your 2nd house of earned income, your possessions, your valuables, things of that nature. So this definitely is going to put a spotlight on how you earn your money. This could very well be an energy that could bring to you a new source of income, or on the flip side, dry up a source of income. But it's definitely going to put a spotlight on how you make your money, your possessions, your valuables, things of that nature will be a spotlight for you, Aquarius rising. And Pisces rising, you are the star of this month. This is definitely going to be in your 1st house. So I would advise you, Pisces rising, since this is the house of self, our identity, our image, our appearance, it would be a great time for you to go on a little self-improvement process. Maybe you want to try a new hairstyle, a new makeup, a new haircut, hair color. revamping your wardrobe would definitely be a thing for you. I would also say, could go a step further, some of you may want to consult a stylist or an image consultant with regards to where you want to take the new and improved Pisces rising. So that will definitely be a great thing for you. Gym memberships is always a good thing, but definitely your self-image and how people are viewing you are going to be very important to you this month. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's how the month of March 2021 is going to pan out for you. If you are interested in having a personal reading with me, please, you can email me at melaningoddesslife@yahoo.com for information. I also have a link here in the banner on my YouTube channel where it will take you directly to my scheduling link and give information on the different types of readings that I have. Also, if you're in need of any metaphysical products, and that could be manifestation candles in particular, please go to my Etsy store. I also have a link in my banner for my Etsy store, and see if there's anything on there that piques your interest. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great month of March. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.